Hey everyone, it's me, Matt. Welcome back to my channel. It's a beautiful day in my garden and I can't wait to get out there and get my hands dirty. So I've got two projects for today's video. We're gonna start in my front yard and I'm gonna plant my white verbenas that I propagated from cuttings. And then we're gonna move to my back patio and I'm gonna fertilize my Plumeria trees. They've really started to leaf out and one of them has started to push some flower buds. And make sure to stick around to the end because one of my pineapple plants has started to flower. Have you ever seen a pineapple flower? Because I can't wait to show you what it looks like. So let's get into it. Starting off here with my verbena plants, I propagated these plants from cuttings about 7 weeks ago. Some of you may have caught that video. I'll go ahead and link it in the video description for reference. So I started with about 36 cuttings. I put 3 cuttings in each of the 12 containers and I'm happy to say that all but one made it. It's been almost a 100% success rate, so I'm really happy with the outcome. Over the last several weeks, I've watched over these plants carefully and pinched off any flower buds so that they could focus as much of their energy on root development as possible. You can see they've developed healthy root systems and are begging to be transplanted out into my yard. Really quick, these are the mother plants that I took the cuttings from. These white verbena plants make an excellent ground cover and they flower pretty much year-round here in Florida. As far as placement, I'm definitely going to tuck 6 or 7 of them over here on the other side of my Adirondack chairs. I think having the white verbena on both sides of my chairs will really balance out the space and frame the chairs nicely. I'm going to plant the remaining verbena plants on the right side of this mulch pathway leading up to my front door. I've already got 4 tick seed coreopsis plants in this space. This one in the back here actually just started blooming this week. I think the white verbena blooms will look really nice with the deep red and yellow blooms of the coreopsis flowers. They'll also complement the mother plants on the other side of the pathway. As always, I'll be using my all-purpose granular slow-release fertilizer to make sure these plants get a much-needed boost of energy right after planting. So let's get to it and get all my verbena plants in the ground. There we go. Everything's all planted and watered in. I'm so excited for these plants to spread and fill in these areas. It'll take some time for them to establish, but eventually they'll look just like the mother plants that I took the cuttings from. As far as watering goes, these areas of my garden are hooked into my drip irrigation system. Right now, these zones are running daily in the early morning for 40 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on these plants for the first few weeks and supplement with additional water if needed while the plants establish, but I think they should be good to go. Now that my verbena have been planted, let's head to my back patio and fertilize my Plumeria trees. All right, here we are on my back patio. You can see my Plumeria trees are really starting to break dormancy, especially this one over here. You can see it's already starting to push flower buds. When I moved these trees out onto my patio in one of my videos a few weeks back, I know I said I was going to fertilize them in May, so we're a little early, but I think the timing's right given all the leaf growth and flower bud formation. I'll be using my trusted Dr. Earth Exotic Blend Fertilizer. I use this stuff on all my tropical plants. I'll make sure to link it in the video description for reference. So the trunks of these trees are about 1 inch in diameter, so I'll be adding about 1 cup of fertilizer per tree. I'll work the fertilizer into the soil and then water everything in thoroughly. All done, these Plumeria trees are officially ready for spring. So moving forward, I'll repeat this fertilization process every 2 months through the August growing season. Also really quick, check out my patio containers. I planted these back in November for the holidays. They're still going for it. I've got Juncus, Dusty Miller, Alyssum, and White Snapdragons. The Snapdragons actually just pushed a bunch of new blooms this week. Moving right along, I wanted to give you an update on my pineapples. They're all doing great, and this big one here in the middle actually started flowering this week. If you look here in the center, you can see the flowers starting to form. It's so cool. I'm so excited because this means I'm gonna get a pineapple fruit later this summer. So I've been waiting a really long time for this to happen. It takes about 2 to 3 years for a pineapple plant to mature and then fruit. I've succession planted these pineapples over the years, so I've got several plants at various stages in the process. I've even got these baby plants tucked over here in some containers. This is actually the one that I propagated for a how to grow your own pineapple video that I made about 6 months ago. You can see it's gotten so big since being planted. I'll make sure to link the how-to video in the description of this video if you want to try to grow one of your own. So anyways, that's a wrap with today's video. I'm so excited I got my Verbena cuttings planted in my front yard. I'm also really happy that I got my Plumeria trees fertilized. I can't wait for those flower buds to start blooming. I also can't wait for my pineapple to start growing. Remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons so you can hang out with me in future videos. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.